You see, no matter how we try to whitewash it, things are hard in this country. Things are terribly hard in this country. You see people who have their regular 9 to 5, they come back, they barely rest, and they go for the next hustle. You see students, they stay in the lecture hall from morning till evening, and they come back. They have assignments, they have lots of assignments and many things to do. But what do you see? They go for their personal hustle. That's just how it is. And one of the things these things lead is that it leads to frustration and exhaustion, and somehow you have a kind of brain fog. You can't move because you are practically stretched. You've stretched yourself to its limit. And somehow we think that the solution to this, to get over this, is to maybe the only way to get over this is to soak ourselves in motivational talk that tells us to keep grinding. Keep grinding when you are barely getting 3 hours of sleep in a day. And we hang on these motivational talks to keep pushing. Our brain is tired. We are tired physically, but we keep pushing. And this is why at the end we just get frustration and exhausted. And sometimes we see that things are not working. Even in school, you see that even with the amount of effort you are putting, you are not doing well. Even in your work, you are not doing well. Even though you are there on time, you are doing all those things. And why is this? The simple solution is that what some of us need is not that motivation, those motivational talks that we soak ourselves in. What some of us actually need is sleep, enough sleep. You know that kind of sleep that God made Adam to sleep in the Bible before creating woman. That kind of sleep where you come in, turn off your phone, turn off the lights, and just sleep. Forget the world and sleep. And after sleeping for some time, you wake up, stretch yourself, go back and sleep again until your whole body feels that sleep. That sleep penetrates every fiber of your being. That's what some of us need. It's not the motivational talk. Because one thing about sleep is that it has this power to refresh our brain. It has this power to bring equilibrium, to bring balance to our being, to recalibrate our psyche. That is why you cannot be angry for a long time. And that is why you see yourself, maybe you are angry, you slept angry. And by the time you wake up, there is a balance. You are no longer as angry as you are, or sometimes you are no longer angry at all. That's the power of sleep. And sometimes you see yourself that you are exhausted, you are frustrated, that you are working on a particular thing and there is a pause somewhere and you just go to sleep. When you wake up, it does not mean that the problem goes away. No, it means that you now have new eyes. You are seeing it with new eyes, and more often than not, you see new ways to navigate the problem. That's how sleep works because it brings balance, and that is why you don't stay angry forever and you don't stay happy forever. There's always a balance. There's always a way our brain try to recalibrate it and to balance everything. So sometimes it's not the motivational talk that is the solution. It is not that sad music. No, sometimes it's just our body calling us to sleep. It's our body calling us home. Give me time to rest. And that is what we need. So sometimes the leeway out of that frustration and exhaustion is not more work. It is not the motivational talk that tells you keep grinding, or the motivational talk that tells you that Dangote barely sleep, that is poor people who sleep. My brother, take enough time to sleep. 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 When was the last time you slept? That you really slept? That you weren't bothered about anything? Snap off from that motivational talk that tells you keep grinding. Yes, you should grind because if you don't, if Sapa catches you, but then you need to rest. Rest. Maybe that's the leeway out of that frustration and exhaustion. It is not that motivational talks. Motivational talks are good, but sometimes the solution to that problem is not the motivational talk. It's not the sad music. Sometimes the solution to that problem, to that exhaustion and frustration you feel, the solution is simply sleep, adequate sleep, drink water, sleep, turn off the lights, turn off your phone, and just sleep.